Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cutlery. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. Definitely been a busy Friday for me. It's getting late in the evening, late at night, actually, and trying to get a video done here before Friday ends. But what we decided to do today, we haven't done one in a while. We're going to do a fixed blade Friday. If you can see, I've got a few totally random fixed blades laid out here. I tried to find some in the collection that I haven't shown just yet on any other video. So I wanted to do a rundown on these. It might take a minute because I got a story or two with a couple of them. Most of them don't have that much of a story, but they just ended up in my collection over all these years. So, but we'll run them down. We'll just start from left to right. First one we got going on here is I didn't even remember having this knife, if that tells you anything. If you can see, the poor old sheath is kind of getting in disrepair. But if you can see right there, you know what kind of knife we're dealing with. It's a Union Cutlery Company, the K-bar. But the knife itself, I did pull it out, and I truly forgot about having this one. If you can see, it's got some blade damage for sure. Got a big chunk broke out of it. But this is the Old Cut, Union Cutlery Company. And this is the Viking. I'm pretty sure this is made before it was K-bar. But seeing that the sheath has K-bar on it, I'm honestly not sure. And I'm not even sure if this is the original sheath. But I can tell it definitely has some age to it. But the knife is super sharp. If it didn't have that chunk missing, it'd be actually a really cool knife. But super simple. Got some of them celluloid handles are just, I don't know what I can't remember what you call this material. But just a cool knife. And the fact that I even forgot about having it was interesting to me because usually I know what I got and what I don't got. But pulled it out. Thought that was a good way to start Fixed Blade Friday. The next one I think I have shown in a Stagger Day video. But what we're going to do, we pulled it out because I'm going to go ahead and put it in the case display. But a new sheath for it. It didn't have a sheath, so I bought this one a while back. Put it in, but it's the little bitty Stag, the little bird and trout, if you will. I think this might even be red Stag, just by the coloration of it. It's what I believe it is. It may not be. I'm not sure if they actually had the true red Stag in the age of this knife. As you can see, it's an older case, but a little bitty small knife. You can see compared to I can't find actually a big, it doesn't matter. We'll pull that out in a minute, but this is the Browning we're going to show here in a minute. You can see how small this guy actually is. But anyway, beautiful Stag. This was an eBay buy a while back. It was very nasty blades. I worked on this one a while and got it cleaned down. It could probably still use some more, but Stag is beautiful on it. Got a little crack right there. Beautiful valleys in this guy, though. That's the real deal. Beautiful, beautiful Stag. But that will be going into the display today. Next one up for my Northeast guys and subscribers and people watching. Here's your good old Philadelphia home knife. I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I'm pretty sure this company, EDWK Trine Company, Philadelphia, PA. I believe in the 1920s, 1930s, this was a hardware store in Philadelphia. And it branded knives, obviously, to their hardware store. If that's wrong, please let me know. But that's what I've kind of been able to find. I've had this knife for years. And if I remember correctly, when I ended up picking it up, that's what I had researched and found. It's been stored in that leather, so it's got some green going on. It needs a good wipe down. But it's definitely a solid knife. Simple made, but some neat different spacers, different colors of leather, and got some brass spacers in there too. It's ones that are discolored. So just a cool put together knife. Neat coloration. That put a little bit of saddle soap and then put some on there, wax. This thing would look really good. Shine that blade down. This is just like I found it. I've probably had this knife probably pushing 20 years, I'm sure. Never done really anything with it, but just keep it put up. And I have a leather sheath for it. It's not the one that came with for sure. But anyway, I will go on to this Browning. So this Browning It is the original sheath. I got it turned in there backwards as I pulled it out. But it was in a lot of disrepair when we first got it. You can see right here. Browning, model 3718. I actually took this sheath. It was in so bad a shape. I waxed it down real good and actually put it in the oven to try to do something to that leather. And it came out a whole lot better then, but over time it's starting to recolor back and get hard. It needs some good waxing on it. Didn't know to do that back then. I've had this so long. But I remember pretty well where I got this knife. This came from a flea market buy. It was in a box of tools. And I think the guy I talk about, my buddy Blade Bloodhound, Clint, he actually found this knife. And I don't know if he picked it up and bought it and then he sold it to me or what, but that's where it came from for sure. But this is brown in Japan, just a simple little fixed blade. It's got some pitting because I'm telling you guys, it was in rough shape when it was first picked up. You tell it had some moisture on it up that top, but don't think it's been used much. It is sharpened, but it's very sharp as well. But just a beautiful brown bone knife. Excuse me, guys. Next one up. You've seen several of these, and I might even shown them on other videos, but I have not shown this one in particular. This is, I have done let it get dirty in that sheath. This is a Schrade 165. Talk about a heavy duty. It's got some scratches. It needs some work. This is, I haven't cleaned this knife or anything since I bought it, but heavy, heavy knife. Super heavy duty. Just a awesome skinny knife. I actually have one of these in my big Schrade display, and I have another one over there in another Schrade display I have. So this one actually took me a little bit to find the first one for my displays, and after that I got lucky on a couple of deals and bought a couple of these. So, but just overall cool knife. Nice fixed blade from Old Timer. Definitely not the original sheath, I would not believe, but well constructed. Next one up, everybody's familiar with this guy. Probably the most common buck fixed blade you can find. Story on this one is, this is the Buck 119. I was actually out west in Colorado, and we had done some sightseeing and things, and we actually went into like a little, not a thrift store, but almost like a touristy store. And he actually had a couple of these laying in his display case for sale. And you know me, even back then, I couldn't pass it up for the right price. I want to say they were brand new. I mean, I want to say I give like $35, $40 for it. So had to have it. Love the bucks. Love the big fixed blade bucks. Got several. I've showed you before on my last fixed blade Friday. I got that Buck 124. The bigger version. Just an overall awesome knife. Brand new sheath on this one. See, it's got the 119. Yeah. Switching gears for sure. The next step's a whole lot different kind of, if I get this thing snapped. It's a whole lot different kind of knife. So, like many of you guys, I go to the Bear Knife Sale. Try to go every year. Don't make it necessarily every single year, but I try to get down there as much as I can. I will be going this year. So, guys, if you're down there and you recognize me, please say hello, introduce yourself. I would love to meet a lot of you guys because I know I've heard some other channels that'll be going as well. So, please let me know. But I actually bought this one at the Bear Sale years ago, several years ago. I think it was 12 to 15 years ago, actually, when they first come out with their Bear Ops line. Just thought this was cool because I hadn't seen anything from Bear of this nature, like a tactical type knife. And when I say tactical, this one was built. They told me down there that day, and it's got some rust spots on it. It's kind of steel it is. I've actually got to clean this thing up, buff it out. So you can see the spots on it. But check out the heavy gauge Tanto blade on this. And it's got, I'm trying to get where you can see it there. It's got 154 cm steel. And I couldn't tell you to save me what all those other numbers are. But you can see right there, Bear Ops, Made in USA, 2011. This thing is just super. And what they told me down there is this was made to punch through metal. Like this would go like car doors and 55-gallon drums and things. And why you would just want a knife that would do that, I'll never know. But you can see it's a simple shape. It's just a block cut. Got Torx head screws or Allen, I can't tell. Allen wrench head or Allen head, those are Torx. On both sides, holding the thing on. It's a full tang. Got a place for a lanyard, just a big, you talk about a fighting knife. I wouldn't want to get in a fight with somebody with this one because it is razor sharp all the way to the tip. So now that I got it out and actually seen it for the first time in probably 10 years, I'll probably go and do some buffing and cleaning and get this guy cleaned back up. But just a very interesting fixed blade knife from Bear. I don't know that I've seen another one like this, and people may have hated it so much they didn't make this particular one in the line anymore, or they may, I don't know. But pretty cool Kydex sheath that comes on it. Just thought you'd like that as well, guys. The last fixed blade I got for today, I actually did a short on this one a couple of days ago, is this guy right here. But the reason I wanted to show it in this video is because there's actually a pretty funny story behind it. So I'm pretty sure it's a 1986 Ontario Knife Company. I'm pretty sure it's an Air Force pilot's knife. But the story behind it is, so when I can't remember how old I was. I was in the 4th grade. So however old you are in the 4th grade, if anybody remembers that, you may be 10 years old, 8 years old, whatever it is. You're young anyway. So in the 4th grade, I had a girlfriend at the time. Probably one of my first girlfriends that I can remember, or acted like a girlfriend, and it was Christmas time. So I remember it pretty well. I actually went and got her a teddy bear and probably some candy, which 8 or 10-year-olds should be getting their girlfriends for Christmas. And we got to school that day, and she pulled this out as a Christmas gift for me. Now, if that tells you anything, I'm 47 years old, so I've had this knife a minute in my collection. You could almost say this is probably one of the first knives I ever had in my collection. But awesome knife, very, very cool. I mean, it's a super sharp knife too. It's got that blood groove or that fuller cut into it. I mean, it's a purpose designed knife. And there's that, if you can see it, Ontario, January of 86. Just a super, super cool knife and funny story. I mean, walking around this, imagine today, guys, having this at school at any point. And back then, no big deal. It was the 80s. Nobody cared. But pretty cool. I'm proud to have it. Don't know where the girl's at today, but I'm proud to have the knife either way. But anyway, guys, that's about all we got going on today for a Fixed Blade Friday. Tomorrow, I believe, I'm not sure what we're going to do just yet. I believe it's National Hunting and Fishing Day, so we will probably do something around those lines. I'll try to figure out and dig through the collection and see what mandates or speaks hunting and fishing to me in the knife collecting anyway, because I should have plenty of that, because Lord knows I use a bunch of this for that very purpose. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll probably got a couple of folders that we actually picked up in the last couple of days. We'll probably talk about those tomorrow as well. But anyway, guys, from Cutlery, please continue to like, subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in today and for subscribing to the channel. You guys that haven't subscribed yet, come on, subscribe. It's just a button hit for you guys. Get us on that journey and get us growing more and more. More contents, hopefully coming every day or every other day. But anyway, guys, thanks so much from Cutlery. We'll talk to you next time.